My first band was called Tracy Lord's Ex-Lovers, which was our attempt at being 18-year-olds in Brooklyn, New York, trying to get our first gig at CBGB's and then getting it. Then we sort of needed to come up with a name that would stand out in the ad in the Village Voice, because there would be like 400 bands listed in every CBGB's ad, and we just thought we need to come up with something that people might possibly notice in the midst of all those other band names. And it didn't really work and whatever. Anyway, that band broke up after a while, and the bass player, Chad, and myself started a new band called, well, we named it All About Chad because he was the bass player. Nobody ever paid attention to him after the shows. Women would not. And so I thought if we named it All About Chad, he might get people to talk to him backstage. And but it didn't work because I was the lead singer and people thought my name was Chad, and it was a whole fucked up thing. But anyway, we had this demo tape. This was back in the days when you had demo tapes and cassettes, and we sent it into this local magazine that would review your demo tape for you. And so we sent it in. It was not very good. It was 4 songs. And then I got this letter one day in the mail from somebody named F.M. Cornog. It was a weird little letter. It said, hey, I heard about your demo in whatever magazine, and here's $5. Please send me a copy. Which was cool, because we weren't planning on selling it or anything. But the problem was he had not included his return address in this. He'd sent me a $5 bill, but no address. And I tried to, this was pre-internet, that's how old I am, and tried to figure out who this guy was. I couldn't find him in any phone books. I was sort of at a loss, and then literally 2 weeks later, I got another letter in the mail, and he said, I might not have included my return address. Here it is. So it was good. So I sent him this tape, and then I got another letter back from him a couple weeks later saying how much he liked it, and blah, blah, blah. And then, I don't know, a couple months after that, we had another demo tape sent it to the magazine, and again he read about it and sent me a letter and sent me another $5. And he also, on one of these letters, he admitted that he himself was a musician. And who himself had sent demo tapes into this magazine occasionally. So he sent me another $5 for our new demo tape, and I did something that I really didn't want to do. I sent him back his $5 and said, hey, why don't you just send me your demo tape in exchange for this demo tape, because I'd like to hear your music. And it was totally untrue. I don't want to hear his music. I hate listening to people's music because a lot of music out there, mine included, sucks. And it's hard. It's sort of, especially somebody who says that they like your music, you like to have this fantasy in your head that oh, this is a guy whose opinion counts, and I should be honored. And then if I heard this guy's music and it sucked, then all his good words that he said about my stuff would become meaningless to me. But I was like, fuck it, I will just bite the bullet and ask for this guy's demo tape, because it seemed like the decent thing to do. So he sent me this tape, and I remember I came home, I worked in the neighborhood in Brooklyn where I lived, and I came home for lunch one day, and his demo tape had arrived in my mailbox, and I put it in the cassette player while I was eating lunch, and I was just completely blown away. I couldn't believe how great this music was. It was the best music I had ever heard, radio, anything, whatever. And so we started this mutual admiration society for a couple of years, and he would come out to see us sometimes. He was a weird guy. He ended up recording a bunch of albums under the name East River Pipe, but he would never play live. But he would occasionally come and sit in with my band and play guitar with us, and we would occasionally be able to get him to get up to the microphone and sing one of his songs. But he was just, he became a lot more successful than I ever was at music, but it was great to have him as this sort of guy who appreciated my stuff and that I knew and got to hang out with occasionally. Anyway, that's a long story about this song, which is called Come to My Apartment, which is a sort of a little love song I wrote to him about, hanging out and maybe writing songs together, which we never did, but this was my little ode to FM. Turned out his name was Fred Cornut. Come to my apartment. Come to my apartment. can talk about the weather and try and write some songs together. We can take it slow, see how it goes. And come to my apartment. And come to my apartment. We can watch the stereo and hunt for my remote control. Make the dog do tricks until he's sick of it. Wait out the rain. 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 Come to my apartment. Come to my apartment. We can make a master plan and throw it in the garbage can. We can start from scratch and see what we can hatch. Wait out the rain. 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 Thanks. And then, thank you. And then when I thought I should play that song for this night tonight, I also thought, oh, I should play one of Fred's songs, which I haven't played in 20 years. And then today I tried to figure it out. So here's like a very rough idea of one of Fred's songs that I liked so much. God knows I've tried to live, but this is all there is. The power to forgive is all that we can hope for now. You were a meteor, you were a dinosaur, you were the 2x4 that knocked me in my head last night. Let me wake up right. Let me wake up right, 'cause I know my life is wrong. I know my life is wrong. Let me wake up right. Let me wake up right, 'cause I know my life is wrong. I know my life is wrong. You told me so. Let me wake up right. Let me wake up right. 'Cause I know my life is wrong. I know my life is wrong. Let me wake up right. Let me wake up right. 'Cause I know my life is wrong. I know my life is wrong. You told me so. Daddy, please don't go. Daddy, Daddy, please don't go. Daddy, Daddy, please don't go. Daddy, Daddy, please don't go. Thank you. Okay, everybody ready? Step up. Cool.